What is going on, everybody? It is Woody HD and welcome back to the Motogp Championship career mode. We are now at the Japanese round, and after winning last time out we've cut the gap slightly again. I'm not sure 100%. Check on the points, the gaps we can actually catch. If we'd actually catch Mill and Fanati at the top of the championship. I said it would be a tall order after the real problem with this championship has been obviously the first 8-9 races we couldn't get a win, and then we've got like 6 out of the last 7 or wherever it is. But maybe the first half of the season, the first part of the season is going to come back to haunt us here. Hopefully not, but we'll get into this race, into this qualifying weekend, and try and get another win and try and close the gap on the top 2 again. So let's get into qualifying. So this then is the Japanese round from Motegi. I think it's the 15th round of the championship now, and we're coming towards the last few races. We're going far out now. The Australia, and then this Japanese round, Australian round, Malaysian round, all out far races. So hopefully try and get a good qualifying result here. Like I said, the championship wasn't looking too bad until the race before last, where we managed 3rd. I think it was Mazzano, but we got back to winning ways last time out in a really tough race, to be fair, at Aragon, where I was pushed all the way to the line. I think most of the races this year, when I have gone in front, I managed to eke away a couple of seconds and go home by, at least 500ths of a second or whatever. But I think it was like a 100th of a second, if that, across the line. But we managed to get the win. Don't really matter how close you are to the guy in second, as long as you win the race, really. We managed to win, and now we're at the Japanese round, and we'll hopefully try and get pole, which is the first start, and then try and go out and try and win the race. Wet conditions are good in a way, because they computer generate, so I can brake later. I think that's how it works, so I'll brake a lot later, so passing shouldn't be as difficult. I say that now, but hopefully it won't be. But it is obviously a lot trickier, and you've got to be a lot more careful when going around corners. I like that! Just like that, going around corners. That was a prime example of how not to go out of a corner in the wet. But we'll try and get pole and see where we go from there, and try and get another win. Like I said, the first 8 and 9 races we could not get a win, and I kept saying over and over again, we're going for a win, going for a win, going for a win. Eventually we got it, and pretty much, apart from one blip, we've been pretty much unstoppable over the last 6 or 7 races. We'll try and carry it on here, try and get... The aim obviously is to get a win every round now until the end. So hopefully we can try, and hoping that Fanati and Miller will actually make a mistake at some point, a big mistake. Hopefully the 2 of them will make a big mistake, or a couple would do me, and they actually start falling down the leaderboard and losing points. And that obviously has just got me 9th at lap, because obviously I flipping almost crashed. But hopefully they make a mistake, and to be fair though, they haven't really made any errors, like at all. I thought they might make 1 or 2 maybe, but really, apart from, I think it was Silverstone where Fanati crashed on the first corner of the race, they've pretty much been at the top all the way through, and it's been so difficult to keep up with them. Obviously because the first 9 races didn't help when we were winning, and they were pretty much the 2 of them winning every race. I'm sure, if I'm not mistaken, that us 3, Fanati, Miller and myself, are the only 3 riders this championship season to actually win a race. Nobody else has come close to winning a race. Nobody else has gone anywhere near us, really. I was hoping the championship would be a bit closer by now, obviously, to make it more exciting, but hopefully we still got enough points in the bag to try and catch them. But I think now might have to take a mistake from Miller or Fanati, a big few mistakes really, or a crash or a DNF, no point scoring, to be able to really catch them. Coming on to the last part of the lap, it's not going to be the best lap. This is going to be a new personal best, probably. It's not going to get us pole position at the moment. Decent last corner, but I don't think we're going to get pole. No, it doesn't look like it. No, we get 4th position. Still 0.08 of a second off. So there we go. For the first, one of the only times, only on a handful of occasions have we not managed to do this, but we haven't actually got pole position. We only managed to get 6th place in the tricky wet conditions. Miller, 0.05 of a second quicker than Fanati, the top 2 in the championship. The top 2 on the grid, the usual at the top. But now we got even bigger task to try and get to the front as quick as possible and try and catch the 2 leaders of the championship. We still have a chance, so let's go straight into the race and let's see how we get on. So here we go then. It is the Japanese round of the championship from Motegi. We're starting on 6th place. Luckily it's a dry track for this one. But we're going down to the first corner. Down to the first corner, down the long back straight for the first time. Everyone in our slipstream, we got to go defensive to come into here. Kent going around the outside of me. We got to try and make up. We can't let the guys in front go ahead. This is why it's so important to get pole position or get at the front of the grid. Because now we've got an even more difficult task. I can't seem to fucking get away from these guys. Oh, this is doing my head in. We're in 2 battles here. 2 separate battles, but I want to keep up with the guys at the front. So we're down the back straight again. And they're getting away. They are getting away. This is a disastrous start to this race. Bang, yeah, he comes flying down the outside. I'm struggling to get away from these guys. I just need... Right, we got one... We've in the first lap. We just need to get away from these guys. They seem to be not being able to catch me in the slipstream. Now that we've got away from them a little bit, let's try and catch these guys. You can see them coming up with the arrows on the bottom of the screen. You can see them catching. Oh, we're struggling to keep this 5th place. We're struggling. We can't seem to... This is a disastrous race. One of the worst races I've got so far. Oh, this is a terrible... We cannot keep up with... And now we're getting flooded by others. We got others coming up the inside of us as well. This could be the championship done. Unless something dramatic happens here, this could be the championship over. Come on, we got to push on right to the end. Oh, and we're off. We're off, and that should surely do it. Oh my god. Down in 14th. Oh, what a terrible, terrible race. What a terrible race weekend. Down the back straight, we've got to try and get as many points as we can now. Making a move. Oh, bit of a block past that. Gone out wide. Made 2 positions back. They're going to be in my slipstream down the home straight probably. Unless something dramatic happens here. Can we get in the slipstream? Come on, can we get in the slipstream? See, they seem to be pulling away. They obviously, to be fair, they're in their slipstream as well, so it's a little bit difficult to keep up. Oh, that was a terrible move. That was a disastrous move. That was shocking. I shouldn't have done that. Now we've been punished because of that. That was a terrible move. Way too keen there. Way too keen. Just in case getting some pride here. Getting back as many points as we can. Take a few, hopefully, towards the end of the race. Oh. Yeah, we're coming into the corners too sharp, we're too eager, and we're leaving gaps and we're going out wide. Ah, for God's sake. Can we get a few more places at the end and try and eke out a few more points? I think the leaders are already on the finish line, on the home straight. Oh, we got through there, just on the curb, on the apex, and across the line we go. A disastrous race, one of the worst performances in a long time. Oh, so there we have it. 9th position in the end. We got a few on the last corner, but a disastrous race weekend in total. We only managed 6th on the grid. We got pulled back at the start, couldn't catch them, then we crashed. We only managed to get 9th position, and I think that could well be the championship over. There are the standings now. We have 55 points behind Miller in first position. I think we're around 42 points, or is it, or so, behind Fanati. But it looks like this could well be 3rd place in the championship. But we're going to crack on and try and eke out I don't know how many races left. I think there are a couple left. You never know, it could still possibly happen. It's 55 points. They get a DNF or something, or make a few mistakes, either of them or both of them. We might still have a chance, but not the best weekend. One of the worst race weekends we've had. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. The championship goes on, and we will try, and you never know. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next vid.